Let me ask you this. What if I told you that the shiny car sitting in your driveway, the one you work so hard to get, the one you show off proudly, could be the single biggest reason you'll never build real wealth? Not your rent, not your food, not even your student loans. The truth is, the biggest wealth killer that nobody talks about is your car. Think about it. For most people, a car isn't just transportation. It's a status symbol. It's the proof you've made it. That's why so many people rush to buy the newest model, the upgraded trim, or the fancy lease deal that looks good on paper but bleeds their finances dry in the background. And here's the harsh reality. That car you love is quietly draining your bank account every single day. Why? Because cars are not assets, they're liabilities. The moment you drive a brand new car off the lot, it loses thousands of dollars in value instantly. And yet, millions of people are willing to go tens of thousands of dollars into debt just to keep up appearances. That's how the car industry traps you in a cycle of payments, interest, insurance, maintenance, and upgrades. Welcome to Smart Money Daily, the channel where we break down money myths and give you practical, no BS strategies to help you save smarter, invest better, and actually build wealth. And in today's video, we're diving deep into why cars are the #1 wealth killer, how they silently destroy your finances, and, most importantly, what you can do to escape this trap. If you've ever thought of your car as just a normal expense, this video might change the way you look at it forever. So, why exactly are cars the biggest wealth killer? It comes down to 3 simple words: debt, depreciation, and distraction. First, let's talk about debt. Most people don't pay cash for their car. They finance it. That means monthly payments, sometimes $400, $600, even $800 a month, for years. Add interest on top, and you end up paying way more than the car is actually worth. Imagine taking that same $600 a month and investing it in an index fund instead. Over 5 years, you could have over $40,000 growing for you. But instead, most people have a car loan that keeps them broke. Second, there's depreciation. Unlike a house, a business, or an investment, cars don't go up in value. They go down. The moment you drive that shiny new $30,000 car off the lot, you just lost 10 to 20% of its value, thousands of dollars gone in seconds. And within 5 years, that same car could be worth less than half of what you paid for it. That's money you'll never get back. And third, distraction. Cars fool us into thinking we're richer than we are. People will happily finance a $40,000 car while they have no savings, no investments, and $10,000 in credit card debt. Why? Because a car makes you look successful, even if you're drowning financially behind the scenes. It's financial theater, and it keeps millions of people trapped in the cycle of working harder just to keep up with payments. The truth is, cars aren't wealth builders. They're wealth killers. And while most people ignore this fact, the wealthy understand it. That's why many millionaires drive modest cars. They'd rather put their money into assets that grow instead of liabilities that shrink. So if you've ever wondered why it feels impossible to get ahead, look at your car. For most people, that's where the dream of wealth goes to die. Now let's go even deeper into why cars destroy wealth. It's not just the monthly payment. It's the endless hidden costs that pile up year after year. Start with interest. If you finance a car for 5 or 6 years, you're paying thousands of dollars in interest to the bank. That's money you'll never see again. And here's the crazy part. By the time you've finished paying it off, most people are already trading it in for the next shiny model, starting the debt cycle all over again. Then there's insurance. The nicer the car, the higher your premiums. Drive a brand new $40,000 SUV, and you're paying far more in insurance than the guy driving a reliable used car. That's hundreds, sometimes thousands of extra dollars a year, just for the privilege of driving something new. Don't forget maintenance and repairs. New tires, oil changes, brake pads, unexpected breakdowns, they add up fast. A luxury car might cost $100 just to replace a single headlight. And as cars age, repair costs skyrocket, eating away at your savings. And finally, depreciation. Remember, every mile you drive, every year that passes, your car's value is sinking like a stone. In 5 years, that $30,000 car might be worth only $12,000. That's an $18,000 loss, more than many people have in their retirement accounts. Add it all together, and you start to see the truth. That car you thought was affordable is actually draining tens of thousands of dollars from your future wealth. And the craziest part? Most people don't even notice, because it feels normal. But let's be clear, what's normal is keeping people broke. The 1% know this, and that's why they don't fall into the trap of chasing expensive cars they don't need. They'd rather put that money into assets that grow instead of liabilities that shrink. So if cars are the #1 wealth killer, does that mean you should never own a car? Of course not. For most people, cars are a necessity. You need them to get to work, to school, to live your life. The problem isn't owning a car, it's how you own one. Here's what the wealthy understand. You don't need a brand new car every few years. The smartest financial move is to buy a reliable used car that's already taken the biggest depreciation hit. A car that's 3 to 5 years old can be thousands of dollars cheaper than new, but still run like it's fresh off the lot. Second, if you have to finance, don't stretch out the loan to 6, 7, or even 8 years like most people do. That just keeps you chained to the bank forever. Instead, aim for the shortest loan term you can afford, or better yet, save up and pay cash. Imagine the freedom of driving a car with no monthly payments. Third, be strategic about your car expenses. Shop around for the best insurance rates instead of just renewing the same policy. Keep up with regular maintenance to avoid bigger, more expensive breakdowns. And don't waste money on unnecessary upgrades. That leather trim or premium sound system might feel good for a while, but it won't build your wealth. And finally, consider whether you even need a car at all. If you live in a city with good public transportation, biking, or car-sharing services, you could save thousands every year by skipping car ownership altogether. The key is this: treat your car like what it is, a tool, not a trophy. It's meant to get you from point A to point B safely and reliably. Nothing more. The moment you start chasing cars for status is the moment you start sabotaging your financial future. So now you know why cars are the #1 wealth killer: debt, depreciation, hidden costs, and lifestyle pressure. But here's the real truth: it's not just about cars. It's about mindset. The wealthy understand that money is a tool. They don't waste it on things that lose value. They use it to buy assets that grow and give them freedom. And that's the mindset you need to adopt if you want to break out of the cycle that keeps most people broke. Think about it. Every dollar you put into a flashy new car is a dollar that could have gone into an investment, a business, or even an emergency fund. Over time, those choices add up. That's why the 1% drive cars that are practical and invest the rest, while the 99% drive cars they can't afford and stay stuck in debt. So here's my challenge for you. Take a hard look at your car situation right now. Are you paying too much for something that's dragging you down? Could you downsize, refinance, or even sell and switch to something more affordable? Every step you take to cut your car costs is a step toward financial freedom. And don't fall into the trap of thinking, well, everyone has a car payment, it's just normal. Normal is broke. You don't want normal. You want freedom. And freedom comes from making smarter choices than the people around you. So if you're serious about saving smarter, investing better, and escaping financial traps like this, hit that subscribe button right now and join us here at Smart Money Daily. Every day, we share practical, no BS tips to help you build real wealth. Don't let your car be the reason you never get ahead. Take control today and start driving toward a better financial future.